Hey guys, it's Michaela Rose, and today I want to talk about why I hate Christmas. Now, this is an interesting one, because I know a lot of people who I tell this about are always like, why do you hate Christmas? It's the best holiday because you get presents. And to that, I always say, well, I get presents on my birthday, don't I? There's a million and one ways that you can actually get presents. And personally for me, I always think it best when I get a present when I don't technically am supposed to. Like, out of the blue. Like, it could be, like, the middle of, like, July. And someone will just be like, oh, well, you're, like, a really awesome friend to me. So, here's a present. And I'm like, alright, cool. A present. Sweet. And I think when you do that, I cherish the present more because A, I wasn't expecting the present, and B, it's just a single present out of nowhere that I have no idea when I'm going to get another one, unless it's my birthday or Christmas coming up or something like that. And I'm like, sweet. This is a present that, I wasn't expecting. I'm going to cherish. Because, it's not Christmas. I'm not expecting to get a bajillion presents. I'm not going to whine if I don't. That's another thing I hate about Christmas. Is that, okay, in my family, let's just set it up. My family is, we're kind of poor, I guess you could say. We're, middle-class family pretty much. And then, the rest of my family, rich as you can get. Seriously. Whenever we go to Christmas, my family, whenever we go to Christmas at Grandma's house is like the freaking mansion. And I know my mom always feels so bad because, she'll try to get me and my brother as many presents as she can possibly get. My brother moved out, so, he actually moved to Grandma's house, just want to put that in there, just for future reference. But, and I know she always feels really bad because, she'll get me, 2-3 presents. I'll be like, oh, thank you so much, Mom. These are presents that I really enjoy, and I am very grateful for them. And then, 2 seconds later, my cousins, who are, 6 and 7, they'll be tearing up the couch. The entire couch, and the entire half of the living room that they're on is filled with their presents. And, I have, my little pile of, 2 to 3 presents in, my stocking. And then you got them. And it's just, action figures and swimming pool toys and just a bunch of stuff. And that's a reason why I hate Christmas is because, I'll just be very content with my little pile, and then you'll, see my cousins tearing up the place, and my mom's just steaming. She hates that so much. You can tell. Her face gets red. You're just you don't want to be around her because you feel like she's going to explode on somebody because she is so mad that her sister has outdone her that much. I think that the part that I really hate about Christmas is that she's not really going for the fact that she wants to get me presents. She's going for the fact that she wants to outdo her sister when she knows she has nowhere near enough money to technically get more presents or get the most out of Christmas. And I hate that. I hate the fact that she, the adult, is losing the point of Christmas, is, to be with your family or to be with the ones that you love and, cherish the time when everyone's giving and generous and want to celebrate a new year together and want that year to be better. And, then you got your own little family feud over here and, it's where's the Christmas? I think another major reason I hate Christmas is because of the fact that my grandparents moved. And when I was little, they used to own this really, tiny little cottage, over the river and through the woods to Grandma's house we'd go, that whole thing. They literally lived in, a little cottage, just way out there. And every Christmas, we'd go there, and it was, magical. This is Santa time when but really, that was awesome because it was an hour drive. It took forever, and my brother would be hitting me from the front seat. It was annoying, but it was magical because you would get there, and it was just so awesome because I was little, and it was a little magical cottage, and everyone got the same amount of presents, and it was awesome. But then they moved and, it wasn't this comfy, cozy little cottage feeling anymore. It's like, okay, it's like no longer warm rug, carpet, whatever. No, now it's like marble and stone and whatever. And it's like, that's not really Christmas. Christmas is when I don't freeze my toes off opening my presents. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I know I hate that. Is that whenever I open presents and it's like stone when I'm opening my presents and it freezes my feet. I hate it. And I always want to sit somewhere else. Because I have to pass out presents because I'm the oldest. Which, I'd rather be back for this one though, so, he'll pass out presents this year. I think another thing I hate about Christmas, specifically this year, is because it was so unexpected. And I'm going to be uploading this the day before Christmas. But anyway, that it's so unexpected because I didn't realize that today was Christmas Eve until I looked at the calendar and I'm like, oh hey, today's Christmas Eve. Like, just this Friday, like 3 days ago, me and my friends, we were going through town, we were just kind of like browsing, shopping, whatever. And we look at this sign in front of this, like, grocer's mart, and it says, like, 5 days till Christmas. And we're just like, really? 5 days until Christmas? And we were all just kind of like, seriously? You joking? You're completely serious. 5 days until Christmas. And that brings me to another point why I hate Christmas. I never can get gifts for people because I'm always broke. And, someone out there is going to be like, well, Michaela, gifts that you make yourselves are the ones that matter. And trust me, I've heard that so many times, and I really wish I could believe it, but I don't. I'm all for making gifts yourself, and it's all about what comes from the heart, and the thought that counts. But can't the thought that counts involve a $20 bill slipped into your card? I mean, I always appreciate the thought that counts. I think other people do too, or at least they should. But I think there's a point where you're just like, okay, seriously, you could have run to the store and got me like a $6 toy, and I would have been fine with it. But I really hate it because my best friends will always get me like exactly what I want, and I'll be like, awesome. It'll like awesome sauce. And then like I want to give them a present, but they know that like I'm always broke on Christmas. Like it'll be like, oh hey, what's up? What was that? Oh yeah, that's my cat. If you can see him. But like it'll be like August, September, October, and like I'm fine. I have plenty of money to get people gifts. I'll like reach like mid-November, and boom, something will happen. And around the time where I'm supposed to go get gifts, I will be broke. I will have like no money. I'm just gonna be like, where did all my money go? Honestly, how am I supposed to get presents from people now? And I always hate that because I know that I'm not gonna have money on Christmas, and I'll try and then that's I'm restating my point that I already stated. I hate when people don't tell me what they want. Come on, people, honestly. If I ask you what you want for Christmas, and you say nothing, and then you get upset when I get you nothing, don't get upset! You said you wanted nothing for Christmas. I feel like a horrible person for not knowing what you wanted, even though I'm your best friend. And I feel horrible because you got me this extravagant, like, $50 bracelet. And I'm like, oh yeah, here's a card. I bought $2 5 minutes before we came here. And I always feel terrible about that. Another thing that I hate about Christmas is how much people milk out of it. Dozens of books, dozens of movies, dozens of, like, products and all that. It's like, is Christmas really all about movies and toys and other products that involve Christmas? I'm all for the whole idea of Santa, Saint Nick, being the spirit of Christmas. But when it gets to the point that in order to celebrate Santa, you have to buy Santa, I think that's ridiculous. Because, I don't have to buy a giant sign that says birthday for people to know it's my birthday. I shouldn't have to have a Valentine or a gift of candy to know it's Valentine's Day. I think there's a point where people have to realize that, we make holidays for special reasons. and hopefully, I pray that, that reason isn't just for commercial success. I mean, everyone always says, oh, my camera's getting really blurry. Everyone always says, the whole point of, Christmas is, not really the whole point, but, the big thing about Christmas is that, is that, everything sells a lot better on Christmas, which I get completely, I understand that and all that. But you just gotta ask yourself, really, is this the whole point of celebrating Christmas? A lot of people celebrated Christmas because they wanted to be together with their family on a special occasion where they can be. And I think that brings me to my very last point, because this is going to be a very long video, I know, I'm sorry, is that people will complain about Christmas so much. They'll be like, I didn't get what I wanted, or like, I couldn't celebrate with my best friend. She's over in like New Jersey partying it up. And it's like, really? There are kids whose dads are away, or dads and moms are away at sea. There are people like me who their brother isn't going to be there. And you're just like, but my brother's been there every year. I've never celebrated Christmas without him. And then you have to celebrate Christmas without him. And you're just like, this isn't Christmas. This isn't the same thing. And, and then there's, like, the people you have to feel really bad for. Because, I'm just going to go ahead and bring her up. I think her name was Paige from the X Factor. Her mom, like, died on, like, Christmas or something like that. That sucks. That people will still complain about not getting what they wanted on Christmas. When you look at someone like her, and you just have to say to yourself, do you think her biggest Christmas wish is that her mom was still here and wasn't dead? I swear to God, I hope that's not just me that thinks that or wishes that or anything like that. Because I know that it will never be Christmas as long as my brother isn't there. It's never going to be Christmas if someone's not there. And, my cousin, I think he's like 18, 19, 20. He joined the military. He's not going to be there this Christmas. And it's not going to be the same not having him there. I mean, it's not as bad as, where, like, he's dead or anything. But, it's still the fact that there's going to be a Christmas without him. Without family. Without that person where no matter how much you didn't like them or anything like that, they're still a part of the reason you celebrate Christmas. And, I think that draws me to a pretty good conclusion about why I hate Christmas. Not sure how many reasons at one. I know it's going to be a really long video. I'm sorry. I really am. But, that's why. Just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm sorry if I just ruined your holiday spirit. Trust me, keep celebrating Christmas. I highly encourage it. But, just make sure you're celebrating it for the right reasons. And I think that's what I want to put out there. But anyway, I'm Michaela Rose, and thank you so much for watching my videos. Bye!